Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to the dig. Let us play. So, now that it feels like we're really into the game, poor Brink died, Maggie has decided to separate paths with us. We're just down to one character who's going to walk around, interact with objects like a regular point and click adventure. We don't even have our buddy to give quips to. I think we're done with that. I think we're done with the dialogue for a while. The one thing I want to start off with here is I want to communicate to Maggie and let's see. Well, we could try Borden and Miles, but they're still in orbit of Earth, far, far away.
Load a shuttle. Come in, Ken. Way out of range.
That's what I figured.
Load a shuttle. Come in, Cora. Way out of range.
And we could call Brink.
He's dead.
He's dead. So the only one we can actually call is Maggie.
Robbins, this is Low.
This is Robbins.
I thought calling her would just immediately allow us to play as her, but I was wrong. Interesting.
Do you think that apparition meant anything?
I'm not sure, but it seemed to focus on that spot.
We already found the spot, dug through it, and found a new area.
As irritating as he was sometimes, I really miss having Brink around.
There's nothing you could have done. Let it go.
She is way too calm for a guy who just died.
I'm sorry Brink is dead, but I don't think it's right for you to blame me for it.
I don't blame you.
It's not safe for us to be separated.
It's not safe for us to be together either. In fact, Boston, it's just plain not safe.
So she left kind of because Boston Brink died, but also she just probably wanted to separate.
I'm sorry that I can't protect against every possible accident. But that doesn't mean it isn't better for us to stay together.
Would you stop taking this personally, Boston? I'm doing my best to decipher the inscriptions that are all over the place here. Would you be any good at that?
No.
So please, go do what you're good at, and I'll stay where I am and do what I can do best. For instance, you might figure out how to turn on the lights around here.
Got any ideas about our friendly ghost? Do you think it was trying to get one of us hurt?
How can I know, Boston? But I think it was trying to show us how to get down here. Brink falling and getting killed, that was an accident. Whether the ghost is a sentient being or some kind of holographic guide, it led us into a different part of the complex, didn't it?
Yeah, but is that good or bad?
It's better than sitting around in the sunlight wishing for a swimming pool.
So I guess we'll exhaust this conversation now because there's only one person to talk to anymore.
Where do you think we'll run into our next ghost?
If it was just a leftover holographic display, maybe we've seen the last one. But if it's an intelligent entity, it could still be watching, evaluating us.
I should have worn my Sunday best.
What's that? The t-shirt with no holes?
So that's that conversation done.
Brink's death scared me too, Maggie.
Well, it didn't scare me. I've seen people die before, Boston. I've covered terrorism. I've covered executions. I've covered wars.
So what you're saying is, this is just another assignment for you.
Coming on the space shuttle to divert the course of Attila, that was just another assignment. Nobody ever asked me if I wanted to go to an alien world from which there might be no return.
Nobody knew.
You expected something alien, Boston, and you didn't tell me.
What if you had known everything? Coming here, being marooned, Brink dead.
Oh, shut up, Boston.
You would have come anyway, wouldn't you?
Don't you have something useful to do?
So, yeah, it's weird they would have brought in an reporter anyways, but she's making good points about some of this.
Brink's
But
still
she
dead.
still goes.
Thanks for the status report.
She also has like different responses, and I have different responses
Thanks.
back and forth. It's just like sometimes he acts like he's mad, sometimes he acts like he's cool, sometimes she acts like she's mad, sometimes he acts like he's cool. The characterization that we saw up to this point feels kind of like it's just randomly getting changed because the dialogue was written at drastically different times or by different people. This object still points behind me.
It's pointing behind me.
And if it's pointing behind him when I'm standing there, will it point behind him when I'm standing right about here?
It's pointing behind me.
Yep. This one has only 4. This one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. We have a jaw. Let's examine the jawbone.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth.
Right. So the only thing I can think of doing is walking around the outside. I don't feel like we have the objects we need. We could search Brink's body, but I think we have already done.
Sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die.
Maybe I need to examine Brink's body.
You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die.
Nope. Out to the canyon we go. Let's go this direction. And then to the dirt ramp, I think, is the next place. So let's look at the grave and see if Maggie is there. We know she's not at the, she might be at the wreck too. It's like she's not here. We've got these bones. Let's see if she's here. She's not here. Let's see. Is there anything they can even click on? It's like the tusk doesn't seem like you can even do anything in this area. Clearing. So I don't think it is out here. We've spent too much time out here for it to make any sense that I missed something or that there was one more item needed. Over here. Over here. We can see she's not on any of the screens.
It's indicating to the right.
So let's get out to the over map and use the device again, see where it points me. I'm obviously missing something here. We've hit a true classic.
It's indicating approximately that direction.
A true classic point-and-click adventure game here. Just left your own devices. We've got objects. We're not doing the usual comedy bit. This is straight sci-fi, so this game is a good example of just like, yeah, you can do a straight sci-fi story or other style stories. You don't need the comedy directly in uh, a point-and-click adventure, although it's often welcome. You just have to have some good story.
It seems to be pointing at this mound.
There we go. We found the small mound. Use this shovel on the mound. At
With
least...
that device pointing at this mound, I suspect there might be something buried here.
At least Brink is dead now, so he won't yell at me every time I dig something up. We've used the shovel like 4 or 5 times now, compared to everything else hasn't been used maybe once at most. A bracelet.
It looks like a bracelet.
Examine this bracelet.
It looks like a bracelet.
Does... Interesting. If the device pointed to it, maybe they work together.
It points directly at the bracelet. It won't do anything.
Bracelet doesn't work with these rods.
These two items don't seem to go together.
It wouldn't work
There's
with
no
the
reason
wire.
to tie these together.
Oh, I have an interesting thought. Can we tie this to this?
I can't use these two things together.
Can we tie these two
It
things?
won't do anything.
Can we tie this to
It
this?
won't do anything.
Interesting.
Nothing but dirt.
Nothing but dirt in that hole. Now, can we put the tusk in the hole?
It won't accomplish anything.
I was hoping maybe we could climb down this section, but I don't think I need to. Let's see what this points to.
It's pointing at me.
Yeah, it's just gonna point at me from now on. So I did find something. Let's look at every panel and make sure we've got some certainty here.
I don't think I want to kick this door in.
Want to or could? What's this ramp? What does the ramp lead? Ah, there's a whole nother section here. Ah!
It's hot here. And it's glowing down there.
It looks like
10 to 1, it's the power source for this place.
looks
All I
like
need to
some
do
high
now is to
energy.
find the light switch. Or the
Is
plug.
this an object we'll deal with?
Or the fuse box. Or whatever makes this thing work. An instruction manual might help. Maybe a map. And I could use a sandwich. And a hot jukebox and a cold beer. Or just a starship headed for home. Get a grip, Boston.
That's a good line of dialogue. You didn't have to have any of that in this game, and yet it adds a lot of personality to Boston. So we've got a control panel, we've got a triangular button, we've got these rocks hanging down here. One would hope we don't end up killing ourselves, so we've got the edge to look down over the edge again. And an unattached lens.
I can see a lens way down at the bottom.
And could I get it with like this wire?
I can't reach that. I can see a lens way down at the bottom.
Alright, so where do I click to go back up? There There, I click. Alright. Let's try these control panels. See if we can figure them out. Interesting. Green, red, blue, blue, green, red, blue. We know that this is backspace. We know this is enter or clear. We know this is yellow, 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 yellow. Seems to work. And this is purple. And this is red. But you can only have one red next to each other. Ooh, this is weird. Now what's weird here too is nothing is interacting with it themselves. Let's just see what happens if we fill the whole thing up. Well, certainly don't understand any of that.
Nothing happened. Here's the loose panel. Maybe that'll help us. Inside it's a blue crystal. We take the blue crystal and it doesn't change the energy source. The power source. Maybe I'm on the edge of hell.
So we've got a blue crystal. Let's examine that.
That's the cool little flashlight I got from the power room.
So I guess we have to go back to the Nexus. Unless maybe we could charge up a device like this in the empty slot.
That doesn't seem to fit there.
And the bracelet?
That doesn't seem to fit there.
Yeah, I don't see why any other... Does the triangular button do something now?
Nothing happened.
How about the control panel? Well, certainly missing something there. We got another device. There's a plate.
Looks like one of the control plates we found on Attila.
Oh wait, are there more plates sitting around here? What if we put the wire bracelet on Brink's body too?
It won't accomplish anything.
I thought maybe his body might walk up and get dragged off or something. We have a red panel. Why is that called the red panel? Column sealed door. We have a panel. there. We have a panel there. I guess we'll walk through the dark tunnel. We need more of those pieces. Let's see, is there anything else in this area? Right now I'm definitely not sure how I'm gonna turn the power on.
There is an airtight seal between these two.
So you have to hit the button twice, which is quite strange. That should just be like one action, you would assume. Windows and more areas. And all over here there's no panels sitting around. Over here there's nothing either. This is where you start getting your adventure desperation to sink in. It's like, uh-oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna start wandering. Not yet, though. I mean, we still are making progress. Let's see what happens if we use the blue crystal with the crystal.
I can't use these two things together.
Or the crystal
It won't
cluster.
accomplish anything.
Or the
That
hole.
won't fit.
So none of that worked. This.
It won't do anything.
What about that?
It won't do anything.
What
It
about
won't
that?
do anything. That
What
won't
about
fit.
that? What if we put the shovel in the hole?
That won't fit. It won't accomplish anything. It won't accomplish. It won't do anything.
So we've just got the rope. Let's see, rope and the
I
blue
might
crystal.
short out something.
Rope with the
There's
bracelet.
no reason to tie these together. It's an energized crystal.
So I just double clicked on the airlock there, hoping it would just fast forward me. It didn't. So we have one piece of the puzzle. My only hope would then be that by placing that one piece I might unlock something else. I could touch the plants some more. We've got all these panels that need some kind of unlock of. Is there something in the
Somebody
column?
spent a long time engraving these smooth grooves on the surface of this column. I wish I knew what for.
I guess I could call Maggie again and just see if I could get another hint at the game. We've got this alcove and we've got one piece.
One of the metal plates. Shallow indentations.
So I'd have to find the other metal plates, and I just don't see where that would come from. Let's try this. Red square, green square, blue circle. Well, actually it's red square, blue square, green square, and then blue diamond. That's what this looks like when we observe it. Red square, red cube, blue circle, green diamond, green square, blue diamond. That's what we've got here. I have no reason to believe it's backwards or anything like that. So that solution didn't work on that panel. We'll just go to all of them and try. It's square. We'll go through all these. It's pauses each time, so it's not gonna work, is it? This is gonna take forever. Just, it would be a little surprising if this was the actual solution. That you just had to try it on all of them. Because that doesn't make enough sense. It seems too tedious a task. And I hope these things aren't resetting, because that would be annoying too. Keep on going, keep on going. Keep on going. There we go. There. And there. And that's that one. And we've already done that one. So I think I've done every panel. What if we hit the glowing plants? Nothing. We already tried this red panel. Why the red panel is specifically labeled the red panel, I don't know. But I think we gotta call Maggie. It's like I have no idea what to do.
Robbins, this is Lowe.
Robbins here. I read you.
Oh look, I can ask about metallic plates.
Maggie, I found a plate like the ones in the asteroid that triggered our journey here.
For all we know, any plates we find might send us on a voyage to the opposite edge of the galaxy.
Tell you what, I'll keep looking for more of them and you decipher that language so we can read the directions.
Great. You get to look for metal things lying around on the ground while I have to decode a completely alien language without any information about how they think or what they might be writing about. Yeah, that's a fair division of labor.
Still looking for more of these plates, Maggie.
While you're at it, see if you can find a big juicy steak. Or, I'm not fussy, a nice salad, or even a couple of grapes.
So I don't see a question here about...
Do you think that apparition meant anything?
I'm not sure, but it seemed to focus on that spot.
As irritating as he was sometimes, I really miss having Brink around.
There's nothing you could have done. Let it go.
Thanks.
So, where are the other metal plates though? Are they in this area, or are they hidden throughout the rest of the world? I have a hard time believing they were throughout the rest of the world though, because I've looked somewhat thoroughly. What else? See, like when we're right in this control panel, can I talk to her? No, I can't. We have this triangular button.
Nothing happened.
We have this empty slot.
It's the slot where I found the blue crystal.
And then, is there any more pieces of metallic sitting on the ground?
Hot and glowing. If it isn't the power source, maybe I'm on the edge of hell.
Examine the
I
unattached
can see a lens way down at the bottom.
Can I use the wire?
I can't reach that.
Can I use the blue crystal with the unattached lens? I think that's probably what I need to do. Is lens slot.
The lens is missing. I can see a lens way down at the bottom.
Interesting. So there's a lens here, a lens slot here, and a lens here. So we needed this to get to this. And we have no idea how to do it. Tusk.
I can't reach that.
With unattached lens. Bracelet with unattached lens. And there's nothing here to like climb down. And see, it would be directed into the right spot. Otherwise, if I could figure out the combination, I'm not supposed to use the wire with the edge, am I?
It won't do anything.
How about with the empty slot?
That doesn't seem to fit there.
The only thing I could think is maybe just listen to the different sounds. Yeah, there's nothing here that makes sense. Like, I don't see a reason why you would actually like have to fill in an entire thing here. See that we need some kind of code. Well, this is maybe we do have a code. We have this red, blue, green, blue. Red, blue, green, blue. Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. flashlight with the empty slot.
That doesn't seem to fit there.
I'm in a weird quagmire. Let's see. We can talk to Maggie again.
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robbins here. I read you.
Seems like there's nothing.
Still looking for more of these plates, Maggie.
While you're at it, see if you can find a big juicy steak. Or, I'm not fussy, a nice salad, or even a couple of grapes.
Brink's still dead.
Thanks for the status report.
Where do you think we'll run into our next ghost?
If it was just a leftover holographic display, maybe we've seen the last one. But if it's an intelligent entity,
See, it
could
feels
still
like
be
we've
watching,
exhausted all of our
evaluating us.
hints and we're
I should
still
have worn my
lost.
Sunday best.
I may have to bring up a walkthrough.
What's that? The t-shirt with no holes?
I think I'm gonna have to bring up a
Thanks.
walkthrough at this point. It's probably some pixel somewhere, but if I don't do anything, I'll just start the next recording right here and still have no idea what to do. So I have reached the first point in which I'll cheat a little. I'll go look up a walkthrough and see what happens there. Here, why is the menu not coming up? That's odd. It won't let me bring up the menu in this area. Hopefully it lets me bring up the menu in some other area, otherwise I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm hitting F1, I'm hitting F5, unless my keyboard just ran out of juice, which I doubt it did. It's not letting me bring up the menu anymore. Strange. Pause still works, keyboard still works. So I'll just stand here for the next recording then. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.